going, everybody? I am live with you. Although, if you're hearing these words, you're probably watching this when it's not live. How's it going? Hopefully everybody here is having a fantastic. Oh, that's NBA. Okay, I don't care. I have Sportsnet without any sound going on TV right now, and I saw like 3-team trade, and like it's showing NHL highlights, and I thought like, oh wait a minute, was there like a big 3-team trade that just happened? But no, it's NBA, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, let's see if we get some people's in here. Hopefully we do. If not, that's okay. It will just be a short live if that's the case. Hey, Ryan, what's up? There we go. And of course, it's Ryan that's the first one in here because, he is Johnny on the spot when it comes to that. Typically. Although, usually he's in a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Realistically, he's here within a minute, so that's fine. You stole a new driver's side fender on the Subi today. I didn't realize you needed one. Cool. Cool beans. Is it color matching, or is it, like, going to be multicolored like my car? But the bumper you bought was the wrong one. Oh, that's sadness. Much sag. Much sag. But yeah, I figured I haven't been live for a couple of days. Little car shark. Okay, see that? Okay, the way you have like written that's kind of weird in a way. I know what you mean by it. You don't mean it in a bad way, but it was weird there, Brad. Hi, how's it going? There we go. And you're the fender, but I bought the right fender. So, well, hey, I mean that's good at least. Like I said, that's good at least. Yeah, sorry, brain no worky right now. But hey, Kelly, what's up? Also, something interesting. A friend of mine who, like, we haven't chatted in quite a while actually, but she messaged me tonight asking, "Hey, is there an airport in your town? I'd love to fly up there and check out your cars." I'm like, yeah, we do. It's not an international airport, but I mean the closest one is Calgary. And she's like, "Oh no, I'm going for my pilot's license, so I need to go like on long distances, and so like go into where your neck of the woods would be perfect." I'm like, "Oh, great, that'd be cool." But yeah, and just do this. Oh wow, we have 16 viewers in here. Let's go, let's go. Let's just do this. There we go. Just get rid of that moron. They got to MacGyver this body down to a wide body guard. Hey, I mean, you could. And oh shoot, I just hang on. I meant to do that. There we go. We can just do that. And Farazi was hidden by Katarina's garage. But actually, so yesterday, if you saw my video, I was out playing with a Toyota MR2, AW11 MR2, and it was really fun actually, and especially hanging out with my buddy Pat. Don't get to see him very often. Like I see him once every maybe like 2 or 3 months, to be honest. So it's pretty cool. And if you remember, in the, I guess it was more the fall, I did a bunch of videos on a bunch of like Toyotas, right, and a couple of Chevettes. Well, actually, I don't even know if I included the Chevettes. I don't think I did, but because I know I had, well, like all of his JDM cars, right, and it was pretty cool doing that. Like there was a K truck I did a video on. There was a Celica, another Celica, a Supra, all that different stuff. Hey, I mean, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. It's not the end of the world, right? And yes, I mean, it'd be awesome if you guys like the video. That'd be dope. But if not, I understand. It's not a big deal. But yeah. Hey, there you go. Nice. I mean, that's all right. But then, yeah, like yesterday, like I go to his place, and the one thing is, his shop is not heated. It was very cold in that shop. Like, there was a tiny little space heater that we were using, but it wasn't working very well, and the door to his shop, doesn't have a latch on it properly, so yeah, it wasn't doing much in that shop. So it's like minus 18 outside, and it's probably about minus, I don't know, 17 in the shop. But yeah, honestly, it was fun, and we were, so I was doing a video on his AW11 MR2, which you guys probably saw the video of that, or if you haven't, go check it out. It's only got like 250 views in just over a day. Like, maybe we get more views, guys. Come on. But all joking aside, all the fun, everything like that. You know, we'll see. It was slightly warmer in the shop, not by much. So yeah, we were. I did the video of the walk around of that MR2, and then what I ended up doing was, my brain will work here. We ended up. He already had the motor pulled out of it, so we pulled the transmission off the engine because the engine was going back to the guy he actually bought it from. Which sounds funny. You take apart a running, driving car, but that's fine. Realistically, Pat is a kind of hot rodder at the same time, so he likes to modify shit. So he's gonna put a 2ZZ motor out of like a Matrix XRS or like a Brain, Sleeka GTS would have it as well, and there's like one other car that has it too, but. We'll see. Hang on a minute. How do I suggest to fix rust on the quarter panels of an 11th gen F-150? No, they're not aluminum on that, Kelly. That's the 15th gen, I think, that has that, if I'm not mistaken. Because 10th gen is the, like, early 2000s one. So... Gotta remember, they've been making the F-150 since, like, 52. Actually, earlier now. I think it was 48 when they first started. So, but basically, I'm, yeah. I'm just a little tired, honestly. Just very tired. So, like I said, we pulled the transmission off that, and that was all fun. And I kind of just hung out there for a little while. We were just chatting and having a good time. Like, me and him are, like, very close when it comes to, like, when we're like, around each other, we can chat about just about anything, and we have, like, we're on the same wavelength. So it's kind of cool, actually, to have a friend like that, that's into cars and shit, too. So, we, you know, do all that, and then the one thing is, and I should have done a video on it, but I didn't, but that's okay, he has a, 3rd gen Supra. That's white. It's a very rusty car. Like, I've talked to him about it before, but I didn't realize how rusty it was till I vaguely saw it. I didn't go down to it, but apparently it's a running, driving car. And like, I have really thought about, like, well, you know, I almost kind of want that to a certain degree, but at the same time, you know, no video, no views. Huh? What you talking about, Brad? What do you mean no video, no views? What? Oh, you mean on that. Right. Sorry. Brain no worky. Sorry. Yeah, so like I said, I should have done a video on that, but I didn't, so that's, oh well, whatever. But, you know, I will do a video on it. Like, I'll ask him, because I think it has active registration. I'll ask him, like, hey, could I do a review of your Supra? You know? And we'll see. Again, I don't know. Hey, Wheel Dog, what's up? Yo, Kevin, I'm doing good. How are you doing? And also, I forgot, I did not see that Kayla came in the chat. How's it going? But, yeah. The MR2 video doesn't have as many views as I was hoping it was going to. I know my channel is catered mostly towards American cars, but every once in a while I'll do a video on a Japanese car, and this doesn't do near as well typically. But that's okay. Like I've been a bit of a slump with posting lately, and I want to get back into that. But we'll see. We'll see. I was thinking about going to bed soon. I mean, that's not a bad idea. To be honest, I could almost just about go to bed too. As soon as the hockey game ended, I just feel like, ooh, starting to get really tired. But oh yeah, well that's the thing. Like Supra, so it doesn't matter if it's the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth generation Supra. They all have a straight six. Starting with the 3MGE engine in the first generation. The second generation bumped up to the 5MGE. Then the third had the 7MGE, and the late ones could have a 1JZ, but that was in Japan only. We didn't get them over here. Then the Gen 4 obviously had the 2J, which was awesome, and then now the new Supra has a B58, which is from BMW. So, yeah. It's not Brad. That's not my car. If he wants my help with doing, because I've told him that, hey, if you need help with anything around the shop, let me know and I'll help you out. But otherwise, like, no. Was it 4MG? I thought it was a 3M that started in 79. My bad. But yeah. Hey, there you go. Cool, Kelly. That's sweet. For some reason, I thought it was a 3M, but like I said, I could be wrong. I am not well versed in the first generation Supras, to be fair. So that's a new Supra 2.0. You can actually see my if you go to my channel, you're on my channel right now. I've done a review of one. Now, it's not my best video. I will admit there was a bit of a shock moment when I kind of did a U-turn and went back into the parking lot again. And I didn't really get to show its like handling prowess. To be honest, I'm not proud of that video. But it's there. I posted it. It's fun and cool. And like those Supras, the thing is, because I drove a 2021 Supra GR. Fantastic little car. But the problem is, like, would I want one? Oh god, no. They're very small. Like, interior-wise, you can't really fit in one very well. I barely fit. Like, I would not be able to wear a helmet driving that car. And I'm only 5'9", right? Not exactly a super tall person here. So, you know, with that, and then obviously the complexity of being like BMW Z4 underneath, not really my jam. But oh wait, they went to hang on, 4ME, and then they went to the 5ME in 81. Oh, honestly, okay, it shows that my knowledge on those are out the fucking window. Just saying. Oh. Ew, that's not good, Will Dog. Yikes. Two potentially big issues there, because, yeah, damage to the car, and then damage to the snowmobile? That's no bueno. Hopefully the snowmobile engine's good, and hopefully your mom's doing okay. But, yeah, that's shit. It still runs, but it ran low on oil without realizing it. Well, as long as it wasn't like knocky, you should be okay. And if it did get knocky, if it went knocky, hopefully you shut it down immediately. And then didn't really, didn't really let it run for too long. You should be okay. Because here's the thing. Stitch, fun fact, she got really hot, pushed all the oil out from it, had like barely any oil in it, and it was actually knocking at the at my last track day. That did happen. That was the thing. So yeah, I gotta be careful of stuff like that with the car, because I still need to fix that damn coolant leak. I haven't done it And, like, I will fix that leak, but it's not a hard thing to fix. Like, all I have to do is take off the water neck. But to take off the water neck, I'd have to take off the water pump. And then to take off the water pump, I'd have to, like, get a new gasket and stuff like that. It's just kind of annoying, Again, not the end of the world, but annoying. Your friend worked at a dealership back in the early 80s. He bought a limited edition Supra. Oh, nice. Was that a first gen or a second gen Supra? Just out of curiosity, because like I love the I love the second and third gens the most. Like the third gen is like one of those cars that like I really want someday, but also the second gen I really want as well. The second generation, the reason why I want that is because, well, there was one that was down the street from me when I was growing up, and I have wanted one ever since. It was black, it was a bit dilapidated and whatever else, but such a cool car. And I was supposed to actually do, fun fact, I was supposed to do a review of a second gen Supra. I was there, I did the walk around video, I showed it under the hood, I showed just about everything I could think of on it, and then I said, well, and then I go to try and drive it, I put the clutch to the floor, and oh, the clutch is not coming back. But then I put my foot underneath of it, and I did get the clutch to come back, and then so I tried again, and then I tried again, and I kept telling him, like, hey, dude, the clutch is a little messed up. So he tried bleeding the clutch, but that didn't really work. So he has tried and tried and tried to fix that thing. He still drives it, because he knows, like, to do that really quick. And I just didn't feel confident, comfortable enough driving it with that in mind. So, yeah. And a 76 Leica would be a sweet car, Made it back to my mom's house after getting... Oh, geez. Glad to hear you guys are okay. And, well, glad to hear that you shut down the thing right away. That's good. You think it was a 25-year edition? 25-year Toyota anniversary, maybe, because definitely not for the Supra. Because Supra started in, I think it was 78 or 79, for the first year of it. And technically it was a Toyota Celica Supra. But, I like those cars a lot. I need to do more research on them, obviously, because it's just... The information of those cars is not in my brain right now. And then again, I'm, like, really tired for some reason today. I really don't understand, because, like, that stuff with the MR2 I did yesterday. So why am I tired today? I haven't done anything today. Genuinely. I haven't even gone outside, because it's fucking cold outside. But, yeah. That's okay. There we go. But yeah, and then, unfortunately, with this cold snap that we're going through right now, I can't do the work that I've wanted to do on the 82. Like with Hail Mary, I can't do any work that I've potentially wanted to do with Stitch. I am just in limbo right now until it gets warmer. Because I want to... Now, because, like, something that I think I'm going to do is go live on TikTok, but then also film a video for YouTube at the same time while I'm changing out the rad in the 82 Mustang. I still have to install the fuel lines into Stitch, because that's part of my whole thing with getting those fuel lines, but then also I need to contact them about something as well. Not a big deal, but yeah. Well, considering the T-Bird, actually, the AC, it needs to be recharged. It doesn't work currently because of that. So, like, yes, the pump works and everything works. It just needs a recharge, supposedly. Again, it's not my car. I haven't looked into it. But, yeah, and it's honestly, like, that car, I'd be curious tonight to see if it would actually start if it's minus 30 outside. Because there's two that I'm really curious of, and I might do a video of cold starting all three cars and showing how, like, if they're gonna start not being plugged in and it being about minus 30. I don't have high hopes on the T-Bird, but, and theoretically, Hail Mary should start, but I don't know. Stitch for sure will start. That's a given. But none of the cars are plugged in. So that might be a video that I do tonight. Just all three cars, seeing, like I said, will they start when it's this cold? And how much is it going to take for them to start? Because usually those videos actually do really well on my channel. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, like, I'm dying for content right now. I need to try and get more content out. So yeah. Oh, geez. I totally didn't realize that is you, Mike, in my chat. That's funny. Yeah. No, like, and the T-Bird's been good. Like, I generally think that if you came out here and checked out the bird, you'd be very happy with the way that she is. Because, like, the car, with the little adjustments I've made and everything, it's a phenomenal car now. The only thing is, it still idles really high. But, that's okay. You know, and it seems to start pretty good, and it drives amazing, although I didn't realize until the other day that it has air shocks in the rear. And so I tried to fill up the air shocks, but I think that the air shocks might have a leak on them or something, because they don't seem to work. Which that's unfortunate, but, you know, so that's why, like, going down the road, it is kind of funny, because you know, you're going down the road, and all of a sudden you, like, catch air and damn near hit the roof when you hit a bump in the highway. But yeah, so actually Mike's Bikes there, he is the guy that actually owns that T-Bird outside. But, and you still have R12? Nice. Yeah, because R12 is difficult to find nowadays, because, you know, they don't make it anymore. But I did new fittings, and the system was in decent shape. I recharged it and held for about 1,300 kilometers. Okay. Because, to be fair, I have never even attempted to fill it. I've just done the minimum on that, and I am planning on doing an oil change on it very soon, too. Oh, there you go. Cool. So, yeah, like, I'm assuming that the lines need to be replaced on it, I'm guessing, for the AC. Because I know, like, the entire system works, and, like, and what I didn't know is when I did that cold start of it the other day, that it did not, like, that the AC compressor came on. I'm like, why is the AC compressor coming on? And I thought it was an electrical issue. It turns out, no, that's just how they're designed, and I'm not used to that because my 86 Mustang that had AC didn't do that. So, yeah. But other than that, like, and I've it's been nice having that T-Bird around. You know, I haven't driven it too much lately. Like, I've put on, since it's been under my tutelage, I guess I could say. My dad, I think, may have put it on more mileage than me, because he did take it to work. Actually, he took it to work, was it once or twice? But, I don't know. I may have driven it about 1,000 kilometers myself. Like, just, and it's helped it a lot, you know, driving that much. And, like, when my dad drove it up, that was, like, helped it so much. And that's sometimes, like, the shitty part about some of these old cars is that, like, you can't let them sit for too long, you know? Big ass landing on high pressure? Oh, yeah, like, it could be that. It's hard to really say without, like, investigating it. So, but it's nice to hear that you actually have R12, because, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I will, like, investigate it and just see, because I could, there is, like, a colored dye that you can put in there and see where it actually leaks from when it's on. So that might be a thing to do and just seeing, because, yeah, if it's, like, if it's just the lines, that's alright. If it's the condenser, that's kind of a pain, because I'm sure they probably make it, but, you know, I don't know how expensive they are. But yeah, and then with like Hail Mary, I'm still not properly set on what I want to do with that car. Like, am I gonna keep it kind of just like as a nice driver sort of thing? But then that's kind of boring content. Um, am I gonna build it a bit? You know, what am I really gonna do with it? And like the only thing I can think of for that is for like content wise is if I did a restoration on it and film the entire process, that might do some numbers. I'm not sure because I gotta think about that to a certain degree when I own cars as well. I just spray Windex on the joints when it runs. The dye thing is overrated. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know about that. All right, I'll try that out and see, because who knows? Like when it's a little warmer, like when it's not minus 30, when it's like minus, like 3 or minus 5 or something. Sure, I'll try that. But until then, but yeah, because like I have this like bizarre thought in my head. It's not gonna happen. There's just no way. But because my brain went, ooh, I found like a somewhat decent MR2 in Kelowna, BC, which is like not close at all to me. But supposedly it runs and drives, but he can't register it for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure what the problem is there. I know BC can be very finicky with that sort of thing. But he only wants like $4,000 for him. I'm like, in a weird thing, like, okay, would he trade my Mustang for that MR2? And then that MR2 I could trade to my buddy and try and get his rusty Supra and his 73 Celica in that trade. That was my thinking because I really want his Celica so bad. He's got a 73 ST Celica. Now, it's weird because it's not a manual. It's an automatic. It's just kind of sitting in his field, and it doesn't have a head on it currently. But because there was something wrong with the head, I can't remember what it was, but the head needs to be rebuilt, apparently. So it just currently sits like that, and I want it. I really want that car. We'll have to see. Let's see. Possibly. Again, I don't know. Like I'll look into it and just seeing with the AC system on that car. Because other than that, and I haven't really gotten a lot of offers on it. And then now it's kind of the tricky part because any offer I do get, I kind of have to explain, hey, it's in a movie right now, right? Like, which is currently paused because of the weather. I did not feel comfortable driving that thing on sheer ice. Even with tire chains, I'm like, I'm not trusting that. Like, it's one thing if it was ice and it was a flat surface, but it wasn't. It was a hill. I got a picture of that in our little group chat for the movie, and it's just like, the T-Bird's not making it up that. So now that's currently on hold, which kind of sucks because I could use the money from what they were. Which again, it wasn't much. I was just making a tiny bit over what the gas would actually cost in that freaking thing to drive it down to High River and back. At the time, but yeah, it's just one of those things because like I was only making like $150 a day, but that's not minus expenses and everything. It got to be a lot less than that. I've done 11.5 to get it to where it is now. That's enough for me. Oh, and that's fair. Like, the thing is, it doesn't really, other than like, because I haven't swapped the valve cover gaskets on it yet. So beyond that, and I do need to give it an oil change, which I plan on doing. But other than that, it's like it's a fantastic car. I would like do the rear shocks as well because I don't think the air shocks are working right now. But beyond that, it's fabulous. Like you can get in, fire it up, drive it down the road, and it's great. It's comfortable. It doesn't really have any issues going down the road. Other than, like I said, those rear air shocks, because I think it's the shocks only because like you actually kind of catch air as you're going down the road. So it's kind of fun that way, driving it at times. But like, and I haven't taken it for a proper jaunt in a while, just stuff around town when the roads have been kind of decent for it. Because, again, it's a nice car. I don't really want it to, like, the rust to spread or anything like that on it. Exactly, right? But, you know, and yeah, like that T-Bird, like, it's just such a nice car. Like, genuinely, if I could actually afford it, like, I'd be interested in it myself. Ah, okay. Well, fair enough. See, I did not know about that. Because I do. I love that you misspell wagon, then you do it again in your mistake thing down there. That's funny. Yeah, like, I do, like, I really enjoy the car. Like, and I wish I could, like, afford to buy it, but I can't. I'm broke. So that's the unfortunate part, you know. But I mean, hey, unless you want a hailed out Mustang that only needs a couple of things, to be honest, it's actually kind of a nice car. But hey, I get it. I get it. Because, yeah, and I'm also thinking with Hail Mary, because she has, like, issues trying to cold start properly. The cold, like, for some reason, the high idle doesn't work on the carburetor. So I honestly want to just, like, bump up the timing a bit anyway. Because also, like, the thing is, like, incredibly slow. Like, it's awful. Genuinely. For that. Like, I laugh so hard. Like, I go up hills, and then, it's like I pin it, and I'm actually losing speed. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't remember Stitch doing that. Now, granted, this car's a little heavier than Stitch, but still. Like, Stitch Bone Stock had the same setup on the car. Same everything. Other than, I think the timing was set a little higher than that, so. Oh, of course. Like, here's the thing. People come and go in the stream. You can come and go as you please. It's all good, Gavin. I appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, like, I'm a big, like, I love my cars and stuff, and I love chatting about cars and my adventures with cars and stuffs. Because, yeah, although it's gonna be nice, because my buddy Pat, who has that shop that we were working out of, not too far from here, to be honest, he's gonna, like, fully equip that shop with, like, a lift and stuff like that. I'm going, oh, wait, I'll be able to access a lift without going to Edmonton? No way! Right? Like, that'd be freaking awesome. So, and of course I can help him out with his projects too, whatever else, and, I can get some more content out on stuff that's different from what I normally do, which I like that. As an example, get videos out on working on, like, Toyotas and stuff. That's pretty fun, right? And I'm a big Toyota gal too. Like, I do like my Toyotas. Especially, like, the vintage ones that he's got with, like, the Celicas and the Supras and MR2s. All that jazz. Plus his little K-Truck, which he needs to get that on the road and stuff. But, and I still need to see his other Supra. Because he's got another third-gen Supra. And yeah. So I don't know, we'll see. I've also thought about asking him, like, hey, would you get rid of that really rusty third-gen Supra? Oh, yeah, like, you'd be surprised at what will actually run when it's cold. Like, really surprised. Because, yeah, people think that for some reason, like, these old Fords are awful to start when it's cold. But yet, I haven't had a problem. Like, even the T-Bird, the other day, I fired it up, it was about minus 15 or so, and it didn't really hesitate that bad. So, that was alright. Like I said, the only one that might not start right is the 82, because, like I said, the cold idle doesn't work, and that carburetor, I don't know what's up with it. I need to look into it and see. Oh, that's cool. And also, I saw that you said that your flare side is up and going, which is nice. Also, I didn't get the message from Buddy, unless we did message me and it's in my filtered on Instagram, because supposedly there is a 7.3 OBS Power Stroke truck for sale west of Edmonton, and it's only $1,500. I'm going, ooh, because for $1,500, I would I'd buy that. Like, I'd have to sell Hail Mary, but I would do that for a 7.3 for $1,500 as long as it's not a POS. You know, because then I'd have a truck, which I could use a truck, to be honest. And I'd have a diesel as well, which I know so many people, not necessarily here on YouTube, but over on TikTok, so many people ask me about diesels, and, like, they want me to get a diesel on there. So I've wanted to play around with a diesel for a while. I know that, like, hey, when it's cold and stuff like that, diesels suck. Yes, I know that all too well. But I don't know. We'll see if that comes to fruition as well. Because apparently there's a farmer that owns it, and like it was his kid's truck. The kid actually had a couple of trucks. He also had a first gen Dodge with a Cummins for $1,000, and which the guy that told me about it, he's interested in the Dodge. I'd be like, well, okay, I'd be interested in that Power Stroke then. That's fine. Hey, Stanley's brake line kit arrives tomorrow. Nice. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. You know, I've got that really nice high pressure line from Evil Energy that I need to install into Stitch. But I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do it, and I think the easiest way to do this, which is not the proper way to fully install this kit, but that's okay, it'll be in place, and then I can piece it together later, because I've got 20 feet of line, so it's not the end of the world, which is way more than what I need. I probably have only about 13 feet of total fuel line, but, well, I guess he said brake line, not fuel line, whatever. But yeah, like with that fuel line, and that'll be nice. It'd be way easier to like install it on a lift, but I could do it while it's on the ground. I just need to be able to jack up the car a good amount while it's on the ground, which I've thought about making, because I could realistically make one for not a lot of money. So, you know those blocks that people make out of just 2x4s? To raise their car up, right? Like they'll build them and they're trussed together like this, and you know they're as tall as people want to build them, and they're very strong. Honestly, they like it'll hold up a car no problem. I've thought about building that because the thing is, well, I can get the wood for free basically. All I've got to do is go to just down the road from me. They always have old pallets just sitting there, right? And you got to make sure that, like, hey, are these pallets rotten or anything like that? And usually the pallets are in pretty decent shape. And they just chuck them out all the time, so you can just grab them, no big deal. I have actually grabbed a pallet or two at times from there, too. That's fair. No, and I'm not talking about, like, lift blocks. It says... well, I guess, I mean, people might call them lift blocks, I suppose. Because when I think of lift blocks, I think of, like, hey, body lift blocks, right? You know, on your truck. But this, like I said, it's just for, like, jacking it up, and then they are like a jack stand, essentially, but they go underneath the tire. And, yeah, I want to, like I said, build that. It wouldn't be that hard for me to build, and I can show people how to do it. Because all you need to do is just... You need to have enough wood, and then you need to be proficient with it. Chop saw, but it's not that bad. I have a chop saw, so works. I've got all the tools necessary to do this, and then I have a drill, and I can pick up screws. No big deal. So yeah, although I might bolt it together instead of screw it together, to be fair. And then yeah, do that, and that could be like a YouTube video to kind of show people like, hey, That's how to build one of these, and then you can build more of them to your heart's desire. Because that'd be way easier, like when it's in my driveway and stuff like that, to like lift up a car with that, and then have access to the underneath of the car way better, right? Instead of, and right now I've only got 2 jack stands, so there's that. So that's why I want to build these. And like I said, I don't know, when my dad's back, which should be fair, my dad's only back, like he comes back Tuesday, so I can take his truck and tool around for pallets, actually, nearby. Because like I said, there's a couple of spots where people put old pallets around. Make awesome blocks. I mean, yeah, but I'd much rather have something that's already like a 2x4 or like a 4x4 to build out of, which old pallets are perfect for that. I don't feel like cutting that down to make it work that way with, like some telephone poles and stuff like that. That's just kind of a pain. Because I don't have the equipment to actually make that work properly. I've got a chop saw, and that's basically it. For that, I would need like a planer, and I'd need a bunch of other shit I don't have access to. So, but yeah, that's why, like I said, just out of like an old pallet, like you can grab like 10 pallets or so for free and just build it that way. You just got to take them apart. No big deal. And then, yeah, screw them or bolt them together, and away you go. It's not bad. It's not bad. And plus, like, they're way stronger than your shitty little jack stands that you can buy at times. Like, because the jack stands are pretty good overall. But that, I mean, I can build one of those, and they can be strong enough to hold up a damn semi-truck. Pretty close to it. So, holding up a car that weighs less than 3,000 pounds, no problem. And I've seen people actually build these to hold up the front end of a semi-truck, which is pretty cool. I saw that video actually when I was young. There was a video on YouTube, and I was only like, I don't know, 11, 12 years old when I saw that video initially, and I remember seeing it. It was an old, like, I think Freightliner truck from the 80s that cab over, that they wanted to, get underneath of the truck a little easier. Oh yeah, like there is still more content to come on the Avalanche. Don't worry about that. The nice part about that truck, it fits all that weird niche shit. Oh, you're not wrong. Although you can go underneath a car with jack stands, and it's realistically fine. It's not like I haven't done it many, many times. But yeah, like these are, and like I said, it'll make a decent little video. Plus, I can show off my wood making skills, because it's been a while since I've had to do anything like that, but I could. And yes, the Flames did beat the Kraken. And with Vancouver only getting 1 point, that puts the Flames 2 points ahead of the Canucks. So, for the win. Now, the Flames almost lost that game, to be honest. They almost lost that game. But, they came out, they scored 3 goals in the first, and that was incredible. Like, this game, it's like, oh yeah, these guys are on a roll. Then the second period comes along, and it's like, oh, this is not looking too hot, guys. Clearly, they got tired. And this is the, second night of a back-to-back for them with travel, and they didn't get in they got in only, I think it was like 2 hours before game start, so, it's just kind of annoying. Hey, the Oilers will be fine. They will be fine. Do the Flames play the Leafs on Tuesday? Oh yeah, I guess they did. Yeah, they play the Leafs on Tuesday. Is that at home? Like in Calgary, or is that in Toronto? I can't remember. I want to say it's here in Calgary, actually. Or I say here in Calgary. I don't live in Calgary. I live in Sundre. But yeah. Which And Dustin Wolf should be in net for that. And plus having Morgan Frost and Farabee now, which they looked really good this game. Morgan Frost got the opening goal, which is sweet. And it was great. Yeah, because all 3 goals came from, so let's see, there was Morgan Frost, Huberto, and who scored the 3rd goal? I can't remember, but it's great. Cold dead minus 30 hands. Exactly, yeah, gotta love this little cold snap that we're going through right now. It's fun. Not. And again, like, and I'm a little stuffed up from yesterday too. Like, my nose was running pretty good being outside all day, and then now it's like I've been trying to clear up the stuffy nose, and I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't think I am. I think it's just from that, but yeah. Because like when you're working in the shop and stuff like that, and my hands were, because here's the problem, I have like these nice thick Dakota work gloves, right? And that's what I was using when I was out there, and those are like my winter gloves. But the problem is, any work that I was doing required me to remove the gloves, and so I was touching like metal in that really cold shop, and so when when you touch something with your bare hands and it's cold outside, and then that feeling afterwards of like, ooh, this is like kind of stinging a bit, and it feels like like somebody's like stabbing with a needle a bunch of times, right? Yeah, so that was going on that entire time. Every time I took my gloves off, I'm starting to feel that, and it's like, ooh, like that's premonitions of frostbite when that happens. So you have to be really careful with that. But I grew up in Canada. I'm used to that shit. So yeah, I mean, I've never had frostbite, but I've like I said, I had the premonitions like that of it. You're just stressed with the Subaru situation though. Well, hey, at least. Because yeah, with that bumper, I mean, you could like cut it down and make it work, I'm sure. And oh, wait, you got a new job and going back to the refiners? Hey, let's go! Yay! Happy for you, dude. I didn't realize that you got the opportunity because you haven't messaged me or anything like that on it. So, yay! Happy for you, dude. And what up, Katarina? Not much. What's up with you, Cheese Wizard? Love the name. But yeah, so now the big question is, so, with you getting this job, are you going to potentially get the RX-7 back? Ooh. Or, I mean, it's probably best to wait on that. But, if it all works out, would you be able to get it back? That's the big question. I'm from Alberta, Canada. It be cold as balls here. How about you? Where are you from there, Cheese Wizard? Because I have a few Albertans in my chat. Like Ryan is a friend of mine. Oh, you're from Alberta too. Nice. Cool, cool. I'm in a small town called Sundre, Alberta. It's in the middle of nowhere, to be fair. But, it's a nice little town. Overall. Oh, jeez. That's no bueno there, Arden. Eee. Well, I'm glad to hear that, you're all warmed up and you're good now. Oh, you're in Ontario. Okay, you were just saying Berta. Fair enough. Fair enough. And wait. Hello from Russia? How are you commenting from Russia? I thought, it's geo-blocked for YouTube. I could be wrong. I know Facebook is geo-blocked, so... Because I have a buddy of mine that lives in Russia. I've only been able to talk to him once in 2 years because of all the stuff that's been going on over there, unfortunately. Really good buddy of mine, too, and I'd love to actually meet him someday, but could be using a VPN? Possible. I mean, he's got a, like, Russian name, so there's that, but yeah, fair enough. And she's from Ontario. Fair enough. Okay, so with the tariffs, it is so dumb. So it's gonna be really fun because us car enthusiasts are gonna be hit hard because of these tariffs. Basically, hey, look, oh, we're gonna be paying 25% more for car parts. Which sucks, definitely. And then in the States, they're going to be hit a lot harder with that because so their lumber, their electricity, gas, oil, all that stuff is going up for them by 25%. So that would be great. Ah, okay, fair enough. Well, hey, if you know. Oh yeah, you should finish the probe. You should. But here's the thing. If you pick up an RX-7 and you need somebody to like drive it back for you. Hi, I are here and I would love to drive RX-7. Just put that out there into the ethos of Ryan's head. I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know? Because, yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still need to drive your probe, and I have no idea if that probe video will do good or not, but it's weird enough to where I like it. So, screw it. It gives me extra content, and it's fun. Because sometimes you do stuff just for you, and you don't think it's going to do very well. So, that's fine. But, yeah, you know, and we'll see what like the future holds for like my cars and stuff like that. Because I don't know at this point. And the job market's like really rough right now for me. So yeah, much Sag over here for that. Very much Sag. But you know, like with the tariffs and everything, I don't know what Trump was realistically expecting from that. I know, like, our retaliatory tariffs, like, yeah, that makes sense of us doing that. It's not gonna work for him. Like, the one thing is, Canada trades with the States out of necessity, not necessarily because they have to. Or not necessity, but, like, convenience, I should say. Not necessity. That's what I meant to say. Oh yeah, but that's the problem. The made in Canada car parts are very few. Most of that stuff comes from the States, especially when it comes to performance parts. And that's the problem we come across. And like shipping across the border has always been a nightmare. It's gonna be even worse now. And it's gonna affect a few different things. Like I'm sure that when it comes to some of my sponsorship stuff, that it might get affected. So we'll see. I have no idea who Chappelle Roan is, but cool. No idea who that is. Like for reference, also, I don't listen to the radio that often, so I used to, but I don't anymore. Ah. There we go. Ah. She's a fun rocker. Yeah, I guess I will. Like, one thing is that I wish I could do here. That I wish I could do like here while I'm on YouTube is listen to like copyrighted music while I'm live, but I can't do that. I get a copyright strike, so I can do it on TikTok. That's why I've been like live on TikTok a lot more, because I can do that. But the community on TikTok's fucking awful, though, to be honest. Not a big fan of that app, but I do it because I have a bigger following on there, to be fair, than here. I'm encroaching on 10,000 followers over there. Well, I'm only encroaching on about 6,000 here. So like I'm at like 58.43 on here, while I'm at like 59.04, I think, over there. So we'll see. Oh yeah, like that's the thing. With Rock Auto, yeah, every like stuff is usually cheaper on there than what it is local. Faux show. I know that all too well. And it here's the thing: just because I'm a lesbian doesn't mean that I'm gonna listen to somebody because they're also a lesbian. That's not really how that works. But yeah. We will say Facebook is old. It confuses me. What do you mean by that? Because like, and that's one weird thing. With me, like Facebook, like here's the thing. So with meta stuff, it's not very they're not in a good light right now because they were trying to take down TikTok as an example, and a lot of people use TikTok to pay out, and TikTok pays their creators far better than what Meta does. So that's why. Even like I think they actually pay better than what YouTube does, but I'm in Canada. I can't be a part of the creator fund, so I can make my money as if people gift on TikTok. That's about it. It was made in Czech Republic, so it's odd to buy diesel parts in Alberta if it was EU. That's fair. Hey, I certainly hope so. I would love to do a video on your old flare side. You know, one of these days. One of these days we'll figure out how to do that. And then also like, because as well, like, how do we contact each other outside of here? Because, yeah. See, I use Facebook for a bunch of different things. I use Facebook for advertising. I use Facebook for talking with a bunch of friends. I use Facebook for just like interacting in general, right? It does really well to help promote my videos. Although weirdly, now lately, I don't know, like it hasn't provided as much fruit as it used to posting on Facebook for my videos. So yeah. Oh, I would love to do a review of that, of your flare side and of the taco. Faux show. Absolutely. Just, let me know when the taco is actually like running and stuff like that. And then we can go from there. Because I know, like you said, that the flare side's up and going again. But the taco. Which, although it's interesting, because, and although you joke and say, hey, it'll do numbers, the funny part is, when I did the video on, like, that review of my dad's F-150 there, or I didn't even do a review of it, I just did a walk-around video, because I wasn't actually allowed to drive that truck, because it was not registered or insured. And that video did over 3,000 views. Like, it was pretty good, actually. So it's like, score. Sometimes you do videos and they take off for like no reason. Like even when I go do videos on like down in Vulcan with my buddy's car collection, all those videos tend to do really well. So it's interesting. Fair enough. The Avalanche is fine. It's been good. Haven't had any problems with it. And now, like, the Avalanche, after I did the video on that, and that video hasn't done too well for the review, but I'm not overly surprised. It is a Chevy Avalanche. But oddly enough, though, there will be more content on that Avalanche faux show. Like, case in point, I'm looking at the box right now as I'm talking to you guys of a cold air intake for that truck. We're gonna install it. Between me and my dad, we will install it. We'll film it, put it up on the tubes, and then listen to the sounds of that awesome intake noise. Woo woo! Should sound good. Oh, they're just holding it hostage, jumping through hoops for safety? I mean, what does it need for a safety? You know, it just needs a... Hey, look. Is the windshield not cracked? Cool. Are the tires good? Are the brakes good? Does it have functional seatbelts? Does it have functional lights? What more do you need? You know? Like, unless the frame is folding in half because welcome to a taco. But other than that... And yes, people do like old trucks. Definitely. The older stuff does way better on my channel. When I do videos on newer stuff, it doesn't do as well. But then weirdly, like I said, I post that MR2 video and it's done nothing. Like, if I, well, no, I can't actually look at that, while I'm here. I have to grab my other phone, which is in my car, but it's not charged in my car, so, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna use it. So, yeah, might be able to give it to you. What you gonna give us for it? We do have to double check, though, that this cold air intake is gonna work. Because it does have, like, the, you know, the box with it, which is great. Like, when it comes to, like, actually pulling cold air, it will do that. I just don't know if there's provisions for, like, the mass airflow sensor as an example, because there's a lot of these cold air intakes that don't. So, we shall see. And I know that my dad will like that. Case in point, that was his Christmas present. It just didn't come for Christmas. It came way later than Christmas. But, you know, he likes it. So, we'll install it when it's warm enough. Oh, cracks in the CV boot, etc. Ah, fair enough. I mean, the one nice part is, like, I have a guy to where if he sees a vehicle and, like, he can see and he knows it's going to be safe, whatever else like that, he'll just go, yep. Because case in point, Buzz, my, the old 81 Capri, that passed the safety. It shouldn't, but it did. Oh, you just need the piece that goes over the throttle body. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see when we take everything off and try to install this and see if it's gonna work or if it's gonna be a piece of shit. Because we don't know. And also what else you have to do because it is an aftermarket part. And it might not fit properly, so we might have to modify. Yeah. Well, the interesting part about that, Ryan, you should, like, send me a picture of how much of a difference it is between that and what yours... Like, between that bumper and how, you know... Yeah, you get it. Send me a picture of that, because, like, you have the face boobs. You can do that right now, and I can look at it. Oh, yours is a Vortex 4.3. Would it work? Because ours is a 5.3. I don't think that's going to work for you. I don't think. Could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I got that. You know, like I said, Ryan, did you at least take a picture of this bumper and how much it needs to, like, to fit, right? Because, yeah, you could end up, cutting it and fiberglassing it a bit. That's what I would do. Or you could say, hey, sorry, I ordered the wrong part. Can you guys, like, exchange this for the right part? Because there's that. You know, there's that. Which, although it's funny that you say, like, you know, with the Subaru and, like, wide bumper and not wide bumper. And what did I just hear fall? Was that... That may have been snow falling off the roof. I guess. Even though it's weird, because it shouldn't be, because, it's been cold. But something clearly hit the, hit my deck. So... Oh, that's like... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I think I know what may have just fell. Give me 1 second. I gotta look at something on my deck. Oh. Was that what fell on the deck? No? Then what the hell was that? Huh. Okay. Cool. Cool beans. That's good that didn't fall. Hey, Saber, get your face out of that. That's not for kitties. Not for kitties. You silly boy. Oh, hey, you're not showing your age at all. I have a satellite dish on my roof. Because, hi, I live in Sundry where there isn't, you know, where there isn't frickin' anything else. I never even heard of Partify. But, and now, like, that is lame, like, painted by them or painted by you? That's a big question here. And yes, I have the big fat cat on me. Painted by them? They should have that returned. What the fuck? I'm sorry, that's just a stock part that they painted. It's not like, hey, you had them do a custom color code or something that's, like, not of Subaru. And then I can understand them not returning that. Or at least if they did return it, it'd be like a 50% off sort of thing, where, like, we can only return half your money because this is a custom part at this point. I would understand that. That is mental. Mental. Wait, what? Napa ordered the will-fit pinion seal for a rear pinion on an 85 Dodge 1-ton. It sealed the pinion, just not the seal race, and had to weld the old seal race to the new seal and then re-epoxy. Oh, jeez. That's no bueno. That's not bueno at all. Mobile service isn't golden in Calgary either, slower than molasses in February. Yeah. Yeah, I've been noticing that, like, my internet speeds, whatever else, have been kind of slowing down lately. But, I mean, I have potato internet anyway, so there's that. Well, Ryan, would you be able to... Oh, you got me at 480p right now? Hang on. Let's do this. Let's try that. Is that any better? Is it better? Because, well, like, Ryan, if you can't figure out the bumper situation, let me know. Because I know somebody that, worst case scenario, can just pass that fucking thing. Looks the same? Fuck's sake. I swapped it to data, so that's why I was hoping. But yeah, like... well then, if data is the same as frickin' Wi-Fi, I'll just turn the Wi-Fi back on. Screw it! well, I mean, I'm trying to think if I know anybody that could help you fab that if needed be. Not off the top of my head. So, unfortunately. If it's sturdy and not semi-loose, you think it should pass? Theoretically, yeah. But like I said, if you have problems with that, let me know. He would need to see the car, but hi, girl here that, would be okay with, like, driving a Subaru as a review, and in exchange, you get, safety in your car. All I'm saying. But the only problem is you'd have to get it here. Although, actually, hang on. I know I'd have to talk to my buddy, but as long as that is a regular safety, he doesn't even need to see the car, and that's up in Edmonton. He can just, he's a mechanic, and he can sign off on that worst case scenario if you need that to happen. And I think he charges $40 for it. So, like I said, if you get into, like, being desperate for it, let me know, and I will help you out that way. I can get you that contact information. Why'd you send a pic on Discord? Dude, you have me on Facebook. I can't see it while it's on Discord right now, dude. Like, hi, I'm live on YouTube. I can't go look at your picture that you put on Discord. Like, you have me on Facebook. Just send it on Facebook Messenger. Because then it'll pop up with a little chat box. I can see it. Thank you. But yeah, you know, because it's one thing with Messenger. It's nice while I'm live because I can actually see stuff. When people send me stuff everywhere else, I can't see it without pausing the live, and I don't want to do that, you know? Because I tried doing a live coming back from, like, Edmonton, a bit ago. There we go. All right, let's see. Accept. Ah, okay. Cool beans. Now, and also, it looks pretty good. Although, question for you, because was this damage, like, reported to, like, insurance and stuff like that, and so, like, they wrote off the vehicle, or is this a, hey, this is just a regular sort of thing, and the damage wasn't reported to insurance? Because if that was reported to insurance would flag it, and it could have potentially written the car off. That's why I asked, because, yeah, you don't want to come across where you need to do a salvage inspection. They blow. They do a lot. They look at everything. Okay. To be fair, no damage is small enough not to report, to be fair. But. Now, even if, like, you scratch somebody's car, technically you can report that to insurance. You know? Technically. Most people don't, but. I mean, and damage enough where he had to replace a bumper cover and a fender. Ah, okay, cool beans. No, fair enough. I got that bone, got that jump. I got everything you want. Was with the bumper taped up. Hey, well, I mean, you could also do, like, the drifter thing and be like, yo, I'm going to zip tie this in place. They might. I don't know if they'd actually accept that or not, but they might. See, I don't understand. It's like, why do you have to fix the bumper cover? Because that's what that is. It's a bumper cover. It does nothing other than cosmetic. It's not like it's the crash bar that's damaged. Like, that's stupid. 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 Yeah, like I said, I think they would accept that. If they won't accept that, be like, okay, hang on, and just get self-tapping screws and throw it through it. Fuck it. That's what I would do. If it comes to that, to fit up my bumper cover, that's what I did, Wait, Arden, what? No, Arden. He bought the Subaru, and his insurance required an inspection, so he needs to get it to pass that inspection. That's all this is. That is not, it's not like, hey, it's got a mechanic clean or something like that. No. No. Fair enough. And that can happen too, because the car is over 12 years old. Well, the thing is, Ryan, the rule technically is whatever your insurance says. Because there are insurance companies that don't require safeties at all. They're getting hard to come by, but there's actually a couple, Same with your taco over 15 years. So what you're saying is, my cars that are 40 years old, they would want to, see safety on those. Which, to be fair, my insurance company asks for an inspection. But I know people that, they've showed me insurance companies that don't require an inspection. So, yeah. See, it's weird that you're saying the year thing, because the insurance company I'm with, which is through Wawanisa, they want, unless it's a brand new vehicle, they want an inspection on it. Even if it's 2 years old, they want an inspection on it. So, because anything can happen in that amount of time. Oh, there you go, you're Wawanisa. So, and technically, this is Wawanisa, but through a broker, so it goes through LeDuc Insurance at the same time. It's the weirdest thing, but hey, my cars are cheap. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. And the thing is, if I crash and if it's of my premonition, it's totally my fault, but I don't do any damage to anything else besides my own vehicle, I ain't reporting it to insurance. I'll just fucking fix it myself. I don't care. Our new job is in Nisku, by the way. Oh, okay. You're not. So you won't be too far then from where you are. Cool. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. There we go. I got that one. Why is that song stuck in my head? Because that's a, can't think of the name of the band that song is sung by. But I know who it is. Why is that song stuck in my head? ADD is fun. $47-minute drive? Fair enough. Aw, you're leaving? Aw, that's okay. No worries. Well, you have fun dreaming of The Simpsons, and I'll catch you later. Yeah, it is Big Rock. You're right. Yeah, I got that bump, got that jump, I got everything you want. Yeah, that song. Why the fuck is that in my head? Also, hi Chris, how's it going? I haven't heard that song in a while, like quite a while. But how's it going there, Mr. Chris? I think it is. For some reason, I was thinking it was. I swear that's not Big Rock, though. Thinking about it, I think I want to say that's Why do I think that's Hollywood Undead? Because I don't think that's Hollywood Undead either. Like, I don't know. My brain no worky. My shirt camels into the couch. Well, hey, my shirt is one of the greatest shirts of all time, sir. So, as you can see, you have a pinata, right? And then it says, it says, I'd hit that. It is the best shirt ever. My dad bought me this shirt so long ago, and I love it. I love it. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they did. It might be Hollywood Undead. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Yeah, like I said, it's a great shirt. My dad bought, for reference, this is how much I've grown up. I've had this shirt since I was 13. I haven't really gotten bigger since then. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. I got everything you want, baby. Ugh. Oh, big fat cats. Big fat cats. Big fat fluffy kitty cats that's purring. Of course it does. That's funny. He's purring. Here. Before Ryan goes to bed. And he's purring. Well, he's not a black cat, but ow. There you go, Saber. You can lay back down again. That's okay. But yeah, because he's a tuxedo tabby. So yeah. Of course it's a Simpsons reference. Everything in your life is a Simpsons reference. So, but yes, I like Saber, he's 26 years old and he's a lovely fat cat. Go to bed, sir. Oh, my cats haven't even asked to go outside lately. They haven't been like meowing at the doors or anything like that. Because every once in a while, Saber will like meow at the doors and want out, but like I don't let him out that often. Especially in the winter, because like, sir, like I could let you outside if you really wanted to be outside, but you wouldn't be out there very long. You'd like want to come inside almost immediately. But yeah, he's just being a cuddly little kitty cat. Eh? You're a cuddly little fat cat. Yes, you are. And somebody's saying Turk in the chat. Okay. Don't know what that means, but hi. Is that like slang for turkey? Fair enough. Well, like when I let my cat outside, I watch him like a hawk because we have we have like coyotes and wolves and bears and foxes and take your pick. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, Ryan, I thought you said you were going to bed there, sir. And yet you're still making Simpsons references. Which I don't know very many Simpsons references because I haven't watched The Simpsons since I was a child. So there's that. Bearberries. Yes. You know, he would just be like Saber would be just a snack for a bear. Oh. No, don't turn that on. Wait, that works for that? Okay, that's interesting. No, don't turn on. Don't turn on. Okay, good. Whew. Okay, good. That scared me. I didn't want sounds coming from that are copyrighted. Jeez. Again, like I said, I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. Although every once in a blue moon, I'll get like some Simpsons clips that I will watch, but that's about it. Apparently, they're just gonna make Simpsons references in my chat. Cool. Well, I'm just here. I'm just, sitting in my own live stream and it's getting taken over by my chat. But also, the header, the long tube header, it is currently with my buddy Pat, and he is going to trace it and build my turbo manifold, and then he is also going to if my brain works, if my brainy will worky, he will do that, and then he's also going to modify that long tube so that it'll fit on the car. So yeah, Excitius Maximus. So that'll be fun. And that'll be exciting. And yeah, because he'll just, it won't be for a while. It'll do. Oh, this is true. That is true. When you're gaming, you can't really focus on the chat. So, as much. I get that. But I am not gaming right now. I mean, I could game. I could. Not gonna. Although I might go gaming a little bit later. Ryan, I thought you were going to bed. Duck Pond live streams. So, like, they actually do lives of, like, a duck pond? Because that'd be kind of interesting. Not gonna lie. You just hear a lot of quack, 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 quack. Holy shit, it's a wild Jesse in my chat. Hey, how's it going, dude? It's been forever, dog. Wow. It's the one rare occurrence where we actually get a moderator in my chat. Very rare. Yeah, it has. I mean, hell, I haven't seen you in my chat, in probably, I don't know, a year and a half? Maybe? Might be even longer now. I don't know at this point. Oh, for sure. I mean, I have noticed that you still comment every once in a blue moon on my videos, which is cool. It's nice to see. Don't sleep on those ducks. I mean, the Anaheim Ducks suck, dude. You can feed them or spray them with a sprinkler via chat. Nice! I like that. Yeah, because the Ducks, let's see, they have 50 points. They are 9 points back of the Flames, who hold the second wildcard spot. So, yeah. It would have been nice if the Flames would be able to go on a bit of a win streak here and just be able to pull away and pass LA to get into third and just hold that. That'd be nice. Your buddy in Kentucky likes the Ducks? Why? Why? Why would anybody like the Ducks? Other than Ducks fans. I are funnies. But yeah, I mean, what's going on with your like trucks and stuff like that, Jesse? Because like I said, I haven't seen you or talked to you in for fucking ever. Like, and it's kind of sad because I mean, obviously, you know, Sean stopped doing his live streams, which is kind of sad because I understand like he wasn't getting a lot of viewership or whatever else like that, but you know, and like he hasn't posted a video other than like a model car video in like quite a while, so that's you know, it's been kind of disappointing to see that from him, but and what is your new project there, Jesse? You like Daffy Duck, Donald Duck, and Roast Duck. Hey, that's an old reference. It's a slow project for M? Meaning? What is it? You're not just gonna say that and then not tell me what it is, because that's just mean. Ooh, a 66 International Scout? Yo, that's cool beans, dude. I like you. That is really cool, actually. No, what's the plan with that? Like, are you just rebuilding it slowly but surely? But oh, his Nova is a slow project. Yeah, his Nova is, his Trans Am is. The last update I saw from him on the Trans Am, he was doing wiring on it, and I haven't really talked to him in months. I don't know what's going on with Sean at all. And, you know, because, like, he stopped, like, he left his own group chat, which is, you know, kind of sad. And then, yeah, like I said, I just haven't heard from him. So, good night, Ryan. Have fun. A scout, like, in Deliverance? I mean, they only made one type of scout. They also made the Scout 2 as well, but that didn't come out until a little later. But yeah, it's an international Scout. It's cool. They're like a little SUV thing with a removable roof. An LS swap with a Turbo 400. I mean, that'll be cool. Be way faster than what that little international motor would have done back in the day. And oddly enough, I don't know if it'd actually get more reliable or less reliable with that. I don't know. It's hard to say, because those international motors would go forever, especially if it's one of the V8s. Like those international V8s, they didn't make a lot of power, but frick were they sturdy, you know? Oh, okay, it's the 4-banger in that. It's not the 8. Got you. Actually, I don't even know. Did they put the V8 in it, or was that only in the Scout 2s? I may be thinking of the Scout 2 with the V8s. But they weren't big. They were 345, 392 V8s, and they produced no horsepower. They produced torque, but no horsepower. Oh, they did in the Scout. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't know my Scouts that well. I mean, I like them. They're cool. They're fun. But, yeah. But yeah, no, like, genuinely, it's, like, so good to see you on my chat, dude. Like, it's been forever that I've seen you in either my lives or, like, even seeing you in comment sections. It's been a hot minute. Didn't they have a Buick V8? No. You're thinking of Jeep. Jeep had the Buick motors, I think. Well, I know Jeep had Buick V6s, but actually, I don't think they had a V8 when it comes to like a Buick V8. I think it was their own. They could have also had the AMC straight six too. Really? Huh. I did not know that. Yes, later ones did. Not the diesel ones were like in the 70s. You know. Yeah, I would assume so, because that's weird. It's weird. Huh. Interesting. Learn new stuff every day. Right? Always learning new stuff. And then oh, the 250, here's the thing. The AMC 258 is probably the best straight six ever made. Like, and you know, it's between that or a Ford 300, but I think I would take the 258 over a 300. You know. Oh yeah, the 258 in a CJ7 would be nice. Would be. What do you mean no? What do you think is better than a 258? Oh, okay, because the 300 exists. Here's the thing. They're both really fucking good. Like, the one thing that the 300 has over the 258 is that it's got timing gears, while the 258 has a timing chain. That's its main advantage. But if they're nylon gears in the later ones, you don't want those near as much as the earlier ones with the cast timing gears. But NV5600 for 4x4 Jeep swaps, that is way overkill. Like, an NV5600, what are you putting in front of that? You know, that's crazy. I mean, fair enough. It's just like when it comes to overall like reliability and durability, they're neck and neck. Those two engines, they really are. Like, because people say, "Oh, what about the Slant 6 or what about the Chevy 250?" I'm like, no, those don't hold a candle to what the 258 was or the 300. You know? Oh, true. They can be swapped to cast iron, and I know you have done that in yours. But you know, just the fact that you like have to do that to make them like really good is unfortunate. You know. I mean, yeah, the 292 is pretty good as well, but 258 or 300 is still better. Just saying, it's still better. Like I said, and in either order, like the 258 could be one, the 300 two, or the 300 could be one and the 258 two. It's one of the two like that. They can interchangeable in my mind for most durable engine. You know, and like yes, there are very durable straight sixes out there. I mean, of course, once you get into like the diesel territory, that's when it like can take off very well too. But yeah, the fact that you can do that with like a gas engine, like get over 1,000,000 miles with that without really any issues, which is what you get with, like diesel engines, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, to be fair, like yeah, they are pretty squared off on those scouts, but they also have like a lot of roundness to their body as well. So there's that. They just need someone to build a crossflow head for them. I mean, they all need a crossflow head. Every single one. It'll be great. 280ZXs and Supras 2.8s. I mean, both are fun. Definito. Definitely. Oh, that's true. Like, it's not a hard fix. It's just annoying that you might have to do that. That's all I'm saying. You know. Like, I mean, if somebody were to build like a crossflow head for my 200, you know, that'd be dope. They don't though. Like, the crossflow head that you can get doesn't fit our freaking American blocks, so that's a problem. Because otherwise, I would do that in a heartbeat, and it would make my turbo so much better. When I get the turbo on the car, it would be better. One thing in common with the square body is rust. Yeah, I would take a square body. I would take square body rust over scout rust, because scout rust is like horrific. At least a square body, the way that they rust out, it's not quite as bad as what a scout is. Like, I sold a scout. Like, I sold a couple of scouts, and there was one scout that I sold that thing may as well identify with Swiss cheese. It was awful, but you know, good parts car though. Like, it had a good interior and good other parts. Like, I think it had a decent hood on it too. That's about it. Has an Eaton RTO 9513. And yes, my 206 does have a timing chain. Yeah, it's not a timing gear, it's a timing chain. Like, honestly, if somebody designed a set of timing gears for my 206, I would do it in a heartbeat. If anybody wants to, like, you know, custom design timing gears and then just you know, have me install them and like promote you, I wouldn't say no to that. Really wouldn't say no. It would also fix the issue that I have with my double roller timing chain that I have in the car, because like there's nothing wrong with that chain, but the one thing is that chain, when I installed it, it has an issue of, well, it wasn't machined correctly. So the cam timing is actually like an extra 2 or maybe 4 degrees extra cam timing. I am not putting a 300 in my car. That is just way over, like, not even overkill. It's just, no. You'd have to do, here's the thing. I have seen a 300 in a Fox body. It wasn't actually bolted in. It was just set in there. The top of the valve cover was above the hood line. Chloe's chain? No. What the hell was that timing chain? Fuck, I installed that thing like over 3 years ago. It's almost been 4 years ago that I installed that thing now. I can't remember. But, like, here's the thing, Jesse. It will fit under the hood. You don't have to stretch the front end. It's just you have to figure out where you're gonna put your radiator. Because, yeah, it's right there. Melling makes nice ones. There's only one double roller timing chain that they make for my engine. I can't remember the brand of it, but it's not that. It's not Melling. Because, like, you could just get a regular timing chain for these cars, yeah, but I wanted a double roller. Just, you know, it lasts longer, you get more, you know, like, acceleration, stuff like that out of it. It's way better. Yeah, no point when a V8 fits. Not only that, but, well, the V8's also lighter. Like, that's the funny part. So, a 302 is, like, fully dressed, it's like 460 pounds. Where a 300 is like 490 pounds. It's lighter, or it's heavier than a 302. Oddly enough, like, a 300 is like on par with a 351 for weight, just about. Like, it's just, there's 0 point to it. You know, because I've looked into it. I wanted to see, okay, what would it take to put 300 in that car? And then I realized it's not worth it. Because at the same time, it's also like, what do you do? Like, for fitting everything, it's just a nightmare. And at least, like, putting a 250 in one of these cars isn't too bad, but that's also kind of pointless, too, because you put, you know, that 250 in, and, oh, you gain a whopping, drumroll please, 10 horsepower. It's like, what's the point? To deflect the bullets. I mean, hey, my little inline six, my little, 200, right? It weighs 360 pounds. It's kind of light, actually. But it's also only 200 cubic inches. It's small. It's a small six. But have to remove the radiator under the core support. Yeah. To be honest, with the 300 in the car, the rad has to move. I think it's like 3 or 4 inches forward. But although it's weird that somebody would put a 200 in a Ranger. That's the weirdest thing. Then again, my buddy kind of owned a Chevy with a Nissan diesel in it. that truck was fucking hilarious. Ooh, that was a dirty hit. Ooh. Yeah, and go figure. You got ejected, as you should. That was dangerous. Jesus. Hopefully he's alright. The 2.8 and 2.9 sucks. Yeah, but you could just throw in a 302. I know they make the motor mounts to fit, so there's that. Oh. They could be fun to drive. However, they're just a POS motor. They're not good. Well, I'm not strong enough for that, so there's that. Like I have like I need engine hoists for that kind of thing. Because yeah, like I said, my engine is 360 pounds, not 300 pounds, 360 pounds. Maybe it's the 3-speed auto that kills it. I mean, to drive, yeah, it'd be way better with like a 5-speed. Oh, sure. Or even a 4-speed, as long as it's manual. But yeah. But I mean, even if you had like an automatic that had like way more gears, say it was like a 4-speed or even a 5-speed automatic, that'd be all right. That'd be all right. No, autos can be good. Like you can get automatics if you like replace a torque converter with something decent that's not like a stock one, and you put like a shift kit in it and stuff like that. They can be really good, actually. You had a 68 302 with a coated cam gear that fell apart. Timing went out by a couple teeth. I ended up moving the plug wires ahead one on the distributor cab to get the car into the repair shop. Oh, jeez. Oh, that sucks. If you like riding brakes, here's the thing. With that you can engine brake with an automatic. I've done it. It's not as efficient as doing it with a manual, but you can still do it with an automatic. True. Like, and also, don't get me wrong. I'm a proponent of, like, hey, stick shift, very fun. It's the funnest thing on the planet. But, I mean, some people that I know would have issues driving a manual. Like, here's the thing. Jesse is actually, like, he's in a wheelchair, right? So he uses like hand controls to do his stuff. Like, and I don't know if he'd be able to do hand controls with the clutch. That'd be interesting to see. It would be interesting. But like I said, I don't know how well it would work. But it would be fun though. Yeah, and I mean, like, and also like all the drag cars have automatics in them, right? Like, very few of them actually have a manual. Like when you see a stick shift dragster, it's like, hey, that's cool, But oh yeah, it would be a lot of engineering because you'd have to make sure that hey, to do the clutch, like it would just be a nice, easy actuation for your hand, right? And that would be tough to do because clutches are usually kind of heavy. So. Oh, jeez. And then, like I say, I had a hand clutch. Oh, interesting. There you go. Chris, what 5-speed is in your F-150 again? Like, is that an M50D, or... Because my dad's truck actually was absolutely fine with the M50D, with that 300. Didn't have a problem with it. That clutch wasn't very heavy or anything. It was actually alright. I like that transmission, oddly enough. Truck drives like a tractor. Well, to be fair, a 65 F250 300 might as well be a tractor. When it's all said and done. Like, truly, it probably has more in common with a tractor than like an 80s F-Series does. Oh yeah. That would have that Mazda 5-speed like I was talking about. Yeah, that I think it's technically M5 OD. I just always call it the M50D. You know, but 3K RPM at 60 or so. What transmission's in that thing? Because I'm just trying to think of, like, I'm assuming that's like a actually 65. I don't even know what tranny would be in that. Because I'm assuming it's like a 1-to-1 gear in whatever top gear is. Okay, it is a C6. So, okay, yeah, it'd be a 1-to-1 gear in third. Yeah, at 3K RPM, actually, I don't know if that'd be 410s. Just because when I threw 355s into my car, now granted, I probably am not running quite as tall of tires as what you are on your truck. But with my small, like, winter tires on, I was like 3,500 RPM going on the highway. That's with 25-inch tall tires. Now, when I put the 28s on it, I think I was down to, like 3,300? Something like that. So, I don't know if that'd be 410s. You might be like 373s. Funny enough, you just have to shorten the drive shaft and move the cross member back. Oh, interesting. Did not know that. Oh, it's on 31.5. Okay, so it might be 410s then. Could be. If they're that tall. Like, you're between 373 or 410s is my guess then. With that tall up there. Yeah, you're probably right. Wait, what? Removed used axle with the gas, chops, and machete on the brake lines. 250 bucks pick apart equals 4K crate. I don't know what you mean by that, but... Well, it's 410 when you cut the rotations. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, actually. When you said it as 31.5-inch tires, like, that makes sense with the 1-to-1 and everything. You know, like, if you could put, like, an overdrive behind them, that'd be dope. Like, I know they make, obviously, those overdrive kits, but they're kind of pricey. You know, from, like, Gear Vendor and stuff like that. But I wonder, like, if... I know you can do it with a 727. I don't know if you could do it with a C6. I'd hope so, because, like, C6 is actually kind of a big tranny. I know in 727s, people have put 2 extra gears in them to make them a 5-speed. But I don't know if you can do that with the C6 or not. You might be able to, but I don't know. Be kind of cool, though. Be a real cool upgrade. You can't? That's lame. Like I said, because I know in the 727, you can at least add 1 gear, and I'm pretty sure I've seen people add 2 gears. But a gear vendor fits. Yeah, see, and that would be dope. I know it's kind of pricey, but it'd be so worth it. You know, drop those RPMs like a lot. See, I wish my freaking car with 355s would run at 2,000 RPM. That's just not possible. Not with what I have. Not with what I've got. Uh, he could maybe adapt an AOD into it. You know, like you could. It just AODs are kind of a pain in the ass though, only because of the TV cables. Like, if you actually find an AOD that was designed for a carburetor, they are so much nicer, but they're unicorn status to find them. Like, really unicorn status. Because I think they only made them for like 1 or 2 years. And I've been kind of trying to track, like, I tried to track down an AOD for a long time as for a carbureted vehicle, but I just couldn't find it. I know they do make, like, they have those, like, adapter things that convert it to, like, so that it goes to a carburetor from the TV cable. I know that, like, if that TV cable is slightly out of adjustment, you could grenade that transmission so fast. But yet, an AOD, or, like, a C4 as an example, and you're not running, you know, a kickdown, it's not a problem. Like, it won't hurt itself. Case in point, my car outside is not running a kickdown right now. I need to get a little bolt. I just need to find whatever that thread is for that bolt on the carburetor. And then go that way, which, to be fair, I'd have to just remove the carburetor and just take it into a shop and then figure out, hey, what length of bolt do I need and what thread is it? Because I know my buddy that has one of those, like, one of those carburetors on his car, I don't know if he'd be able to tell me what thread it is, so... And he's not near me, he's down in Chicago. Like, yeah. But it's custom linkage. Yeah, it definitely would be. You know, because those trucks were never designed for a 460, or no, sorry, a freaking C6 transmission, because the C6, was the C6 even available yet? Because I think they use, like, various of, like, the FMX in 65. Probably one from a bump side would work. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I didn't think so. But I mean, that's the fun part with, like, my my Fox bodies and stuff like that. Cause, and actually, I wonder, there's no way I can do this, can I? Oh no, no. No, I can't. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that on here. And okay, and that's to do that. Okay, I was just playing around with the settings on the side here. Yeah, there's not much you can do on here, unfortunately. Like, because TikTok gives you more of, like, hey, you can set up your own green screen in the background and stuff like that. So I've been doing that on, like, TikTok as an example, where I'd have a green screen of my two cars in the background, right? So, like, I have Stitch on this side and I have Hail Mary on this side, and it works really well. But then, like, TikTok's been annoying me lately though too, because I was trying to post a video, which I have posted on TikTok before. I was just kind of doing, like, a repost type of thing of last year, my final run at the track day, where I did the 1 minute 3 second time. I was trying to post that again, but it goes against TikTok's guidelines of going, one of my pinned videos is almost an identical video to that. Like, it's just so dumb. So dumb. I hate that app. Uh. mm. Well, like, it's interesting because sometimes my C4 will actually start out in second. Most of the time it starts out in first, but sometimes it starts out in second. And I notice it's just like, why is this thing not really accelerating? Then you downshifted into first. I'm like, oh, that's why. Like, but because it doesn't have the like I said, it doesn't have the kickdown connected. It shifts at, like, super low RPMs. You know, which might be decent for fuel economy, but when you have no power under the hood, it's like, it's painful. It's painful. But that's why if I ever put anything on the dyno, what I'll have to do is, until I figure out to actually hook that up properly, is I should have it fixed by then, but you never know. Like, I mean, regardless, I'm probably going to manually shift it on the dyno anyways with the automatic, but, you know, because I like to do that. Yeah, like I said, TikTok is just a joke that way. But, you know, like, here's the thing, like, this is a track day. Like, I even put in the description, you know, Strawberry Creek Raceway. Even though, yes, I wasn't wearing a helmet, but a helmet wasn't required for this event. Plus, you're not gonna hit anything while you're out there. Like, if you hit something, that's magical. Because you would have had to have, like, a brake failure on your car for it to hit anything out there. Or, like, a wheel fall off or something like that. Because, like, it's a very short track. You're not going that fast. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to my exact speeds, but I was probably going max of, like, 110 kilometers an hour, maybe? Which, granted, you crash at that speed, and yeah, it's going to hurt. But, obviously, it's going to do good damage to your vehicle. But, you know. Oh yeah, like, and that was a really fun video to do. And I do want to do that again. And hopefully get some better views of my car actually drifting from, you know, the side. Like, I'll have to, after this sort of cold snap, the ice should get thicker with that. And because right now, like, we've had it, like, decently warm for the past bit, and so it's been melting the ice a bit, and that's when it starts to get, like, a little dangerous once it starts to get like that. Because even when me and my buddy went out to Ghost Lake together that day, there was still, like, a decent amount of water out there, which is, you know, kind of disconcerting, but apparently the ice was still, like, 24 inches thick, so it was absolutely fine. You know, and I think I'm going to invest into an auger, because I do want to go do that more. It was so much fun. And the thing is, like, it's a totally different beast drifting on sheer ice than just drifting around like an icy corner. You know, like, it's a big difference. But we had a riot doing that. And, you know, I got to see my old girl again, you know, Buzz, because I sold it to my buddy, and then he's fixed it up a bit, and he swapped the motor in it. And, like, yeah, now he's driving it a lot. It's his daily driver. So, you know, and I'm happy. Like, he's done actually really good work on the car overall. There's some stuff that isn't as pretty, but hey, you know what? He fixed that shock tower. It's not the prettiest welds in the world, but they stick. Hey, Dusty Country, what's up, dude? And also, hi, Mohammed. Well, I appreciate the compliment. I am not looking for any relationship here, so if you try to get with me, this is YouTube, not Tinder. Just put that out there. Okay, why the hell is that song stuck in my head? Ah! That's the one thing, like, when you have, like, that earworm of a song, and it just won't go away. But welcome to ADD, that'll happen. It's always fun. It's always fun. Again, I can't remember the full song. It's just a bite of the song, you know? Like, you know, I've got that bump, got that jump. I've got everything you want, baby. I don't know why it's stuck in my head. Or I think it's I got that jump, I got that thump, I got everything you want, baby. I think that's what the line actually is. But, like, you know, I've got all the attraction. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just stuck in my head. I don't know why. And I can't even remember the name of the freaking song or who sings it. But it's stuck in my head. Ah! Oh, here's the thing. When I spun out and was going towards my buddy's car, I knew I wasn't gonna hit his car. You could just being behind the wheel, you could feel the trajectory of the car, and it wasn't gonna do that. So true, true. That would be. This is better. This is better. But yeah, because I know Braden was a little worried, but I could just tell the way that the car was decelerating and stuff like that. Like, I wasn't going to hit his car. And, case in point, I mean, I stopped about 5 feet or so from it. So, it wasn't a big deal. But, and that's the, that's the danger of going ice drifting, right? Is that if you're not careful, you can crash, and it doesn't matter if it's anybody's fault or not. You're not going to be covered for it or anything like that either, so there's that. Halva? Huh? What do you mean halva? What? What you talking about, Willis? But yeah, I mean, genuinely, that was a very fun video. That's the funnest video that I filmed in a while. Because, obviously, when I do the track days, those are the most fun videos to do. And then, I love doing my junkyard tours, obviously, as well, and stuff like that. And the fun part about those track day videos, so if I do it right, because if I leave from here, I make sure, okay, top up my fuel here, drive to the track, don't top up anywhere else, and race it. And because the car, at that point, is only about half a tank of fuel. So it's a little lighter. And I don't run out of fuel any time. I get down to a quarter tank. It's great. It's great. Oh, I don't. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But yeah, and then this year, the car's gonna be faster, guaranteed. A lot faster. But 20 pounds makes a little difference, so it can. Case in point, with my track day, back in September, I took out the passenger seat, the rear seats, and the carpet. And my center console. That shaved off over 100 pounds doing that. And it just makes the car just that much quicker. That much better. And just every little bit of, weight difference, right? And then as you get later into the day, you're burning more and more fuel, so that extra, couple of pounds of the fuel starts to, just keeps going down and down and down, and yeah. Oh, here's, that car, bone stock, with the automatic in it, and the 6 3/4, was 2,680 pounds. Now, I want to say she's 2580 maybe, because I genuinely think that with all the deleting of stuff that I've done, and with swapping to the T5, I think I've knocked out about 100 pounds. I want to say. I don't know what Arden is talking about, but okay. It's 6,000 pounds. Oh yeah. Hey, Mustang guy, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you in my chat. It's been a while. How goes it? But hey, you're dropping by for just a minute? No worries. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll actually do this live for. It's been popping off, especially for being, starting this live 2 hours ago. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Because yeah, I'm used to cars that are very lightweight. I'm not used to vehicles that are heavy, right? Because like I said, I'm used to that Fox body, and then my other Fox body is probably closer to around 3,000 pounds, because it is a hatchback, and then also it's got extra sound deadening material in it and stuff like that. So that's what I'm assuming, but we'll have to see. I am doing fantastic. Thanks, dude. Oh yeah, absolutely. You just need to make sure when you're doing drifting on, as an example, a frozen lake bed, you need to make sure the ice is thick enough. Because that's one thing. We didn't end up augering that, but the last time that somebody had checked it, apparently it was 24 inches thick, and it was earlier that day, so that's fine. More than enough to go drifting out in the ice with a couple of cars. But, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's fair, Jesse. I mean, maybe at some point you could travel to a place that has, like the ice. But then the tricky part is, so like there was a couple of people that were really surprised that I wasn't using studded tires. I'm like, no, I'm just using Nitto winter tires. They're freaking fantastic, and they're not wide either. They're narrow, right? Uh, hey, nice to see you, Brian. How's it going? Sounds like a fun time. Roadworthy Rescues is a great show, and hey, who doesn't love a cheddar cheeseburger, right? We then driver training on an abandoned airstrip. Oh yeah, like that would be perfect, right? It'd be great. Oh, definitely. Like, and that's the one thing. Like, it was not like we weren't in any danger that day. But like as it's gotten like warmer and warmer, for a bit there, that we had a lot of positive temperatures. Like, it was just becoming a lake again. So that's when it was getting a little more dangerous. So now that we're getting like this minus 30-degree weather, it's it'll freeze back up again. That'll be all good. I want to get back out there in probably the next like 2 weeks or so. Um, and see, and like, yeah, and invite a couple of friends and see how it is. But I don't want to go out there when it's like peak sort of time. I'd much rather go out there on like a Thursday or even like a Wednesday when there's not a lot of people. But then something that I'd love to do is, go out to, go out there to the lake and invite, because there are a few local people that I have here on like YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram and whatever else. And just do a big sort of like, or just do like a meet with like basically us and like potentially their couple of their friends, whatever else. And then, we can go around and go ice drifting. It'd be so much fun. Like set up a barbecue and that sort of thing too. Be great. Just have your friend drive on it first. Exactly, right? Yeah, just make sure, hey, you're gonna fall through that? No, you're good. But then also like something to do is to really pay attention to is so like for one, take a walk out on the ice and just see. And like see, okay, is this any good? Um and if you don't have an auger on you, right? And then if you're not hearing any cracking under you, fantastic. All right. Get in your car, drive it onto the ice, let it sit there for a couple minutes and just see. Like, hey, is there any visible cracking or anything like that? Can you hear it? And if you can't, cool. It should be pretty good at that point. But there's other spots of the ice that's like going to be like low points and high points and all that different stuff. Because again, it's a frozen lake. So, you do have to be a little careful with it. And the one thing is, like, with that ice drifting video, because Ghost Lake has 3 tracks built on the lake. Now, I only filmed 2 of the tracks, a little bit, because we were out there for about like 4 or 5 hours, and I only filmed. I think the whole video was like 20 minutes long, maybe 30 minutes, maybe. So yeah, but I wasn't filming the entire time, and I didn't film the 3rd track because that 3rd track was insane. I could not pick up enough speed to hold my drifts on that track because like it's a very high speed track, and your traction was way better on that track than it was on the other one. But as soon as you but if you did spin out though, once you spun out, you got stuck. You just did. So I had to be pushed out once, and then I had to help push a buddy out, a couple times. But stick to the part of the lake that is shaded. None of it is shaded, so there's that. Oh, it can get thinner towards the center of the ice. You're not wrong. Usually that is what gets more sunlight and stuff like that too. So, is towards the center. But yeah, like Ghost Lake doesn't have a lot of shaded areas. Like they have a little bit, but. And then what was nice though is just so like when we were out there too, there were other people that were like barbecue and whatever else, and they were just having a good time. I think they were doing a bit of ice fishing themselves, which is like perfect, And we just like drove past them and we were chatting with them a little bit, and and then yeah, we made sure to be very respectful while we were around them. But then as soon as we were gone, like far enough away, we started, to drift around to go to this third track and then like do like 360s and stuff like that and just enjoying ourselves, right? It's great. Oh yeah, like flowing water is definitely going to be much worse. This lake is not flowing, so it's a lake. It's good. It's good. It's good. But yeah, so like I said, in the next couple of weeks, I think I'm gonna try and get back out there. I'm gonna like put a post out there to say, hey, if anybody's available and wants to come out, let's do it. Let's have fun, and it'd be like a Wednesday evening or something like that I'd do it, or like I go out there in the afternoon myself, and then just stick around until like the evening. If nobody shows up, it's fine. But yeah, well, hopefully you didn't like go completely through the ice, and you just went through a little bit and went, oh shit, and then we're able to get out of it and then not lose a car. Hopefully. Because if you lost a car into the ice, that'd be sad. Very sad. But an interesting part is when it comes to like going out on like the frozen lake, it is perfectly legal for you to do that in a car and drift around on it. It's a weird thing because rules of the road don't apply to when you're on a lake. And also, if you're in a car and it's not like actual water underneath of you, yeah, rules of a boat don't apply to you either. So it's kind of fun. But yeah. Ugh. Frick. So tired. But yeah, like I said, I want to do that more. I obviously want to get the header installed on my car in the next little while. Get the header installed on the other car too. Like get the short tube on it. Don't do that. And yeah, Thunderbird on ice. Yeah. If the T-Bird had like winter tires on it, that'd be a riot, but it doesn't. So it would just be wee spin, and it would get stuck everywhere. Just not worth it to take T-Bird out on the ice like that. But like the two Fox bodies though, and like you can see the difference between, hey look, a lighter Fox body than his with a limited slip versus his Fox body. Because in that video, like, we were doing some tandem drifts, but he couldn't really get that close to me because my car was way faster than his out on the ice. I was trying to slow down for him, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't slow down enough. Because I started to actually spin more, as weird as that sounds, but that's kind of how it works when you're on the ice that way. And yeah, it's just like, my car is just, like, so lightweight. Like, it helps out a lot. Lost the front end through the ice. About 4 feet of water. Oh, geez. Ugh. Here's the thing. You don't do tire chains on the ice because you are traveling way too fast for tire chains to actually work properly, and you just end up destroying the chains. If you're going to actually like drift on the ice like that. So I wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, like doing studded tires, I've thought about that too, like making my own studded tires. That'd be fun. And just take them out to the track and then or like take them out to the ice and before you actually get onto the ice, just change the tires in the parking lot. You know. And yeah, like, and oddly enough, like my buddy Pat, he knows how to actually like do that properly because he used to go ice racing like proper with his Chevette all the time. And like because he's got a couple of Chevettes in his shop. One was like an ice racer, the other one, like it's got a cage in it as well, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, like if I was to, like do that whole spike thing, that would be like I'd get like so much traction on the ice. It'd be amazing. But we'll have to see if I do that because I could just get some cheapy tires. Well, actually, I can just get the tires for free. To be fair, if I just go to iPol Upol and just get some tires off the rack, like I could build some, like I said, studded tires out of that. Because like what's cool is that you can do the studs or you can do the redneck studs, which is, hey, look at that, just screws. They work too. Sure, they don't. Although it's better if you actually start with a tire that actually does have like decent tread. To be fair, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Because yeah, I would definitely do that. It would be an absolute riot. But yeah, we'll see. Although, you can probably tell I'm starting to wind down a bit, so I think I'm gonna call it on the live stream. I appreciate everybody coming out. It's lovely to see Jesse again, because like I said, haven't talked to you in forever. Wait. Hang on, you have some grabbers I can have that are 15 inches? Oh, cool. What size are they? Hang on. Before I end this, because I'm gonna end this, but what Kelly is saying, hang on. What size are these, grabbers that are 15s? They're for your F-150, so do you know how wide they are? That's a big question. And also tire height makes a big difference too with this. Because if they're too tall, I can't run them. That's not going to work for me, unfortunately. It'd be cool, but yeah. Sadly, those are too tall. Those are too wide. They're not going to, work very well. Hey, for sure, Jesse. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't tried, keeping in touch with you better either, so there's that. It goes both ways. But yeah, it was nice chatting with you and nice chatting with everybody here. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, take care. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.